from STDs. You want to know what that is? You're about to find out, gang. Aaron has a new bit that he has been really running into the ground. Casey, you've heard me use the phrase "less is more." Yes,
so many times.
I'm not necessarily a big fan. Even like today, "Thank you, OJ" was in the intro, and I was like, I feel like we're over it. You know, the guy has moved on with his life. Let him live.
DJ Electra's like Japan. She's like a week behind. Next week it won't be there.
Yeah. So like,
I'm over it.
We don't need to drive everything into the ground, but boy, Aaron really knows how to hammer home a joke. Mm-hmm. This is a bit that if he said it once, I'd be like, Aaron, that's not bad. But listen to how often he brings this fucking thing up. It's exhausting. And there's also a new twist on the leaderboard. You guys remember the leaderboard, right?
Oh, yes.
Aaron, guys, act now. Because quite frankly, I don't think you can afford not to be on the leaderboard. So hurry up and get over there to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Let's see what Aaron's up to.
It must have been the 1 1/4 beers I had during the evening show last night. The evening show got weird. The evening show definitely got strange last night. Numero uno Josh Denny fan decided
Aaron talks like a 16-year-old girl. What he's referring to is people donated a lot of money on the evening show, I guess. And he's like, oh my God, it's got so weird. Everything, it was so crazy when you guys were I can't even talk about it. It was so weird what happened last night. It's like, yeah, man, people donated. That's your whole goal, right? Why is that so weird? Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like a high schooler?
Fuck everybody. It's his Chad Buzamok Top Donations board. Adam Simon decided
Have you ever heard that before? Did you catch what he just said?
Chad Buzamok's board, like he's paid so much he owns.
You're missing one word.
What word?
I have never heard this. Is this new, or have I just missed it every time we've talked about it? That is the Chad Buzamok Donations leaderboard.
I did not catch donations.
Aaron is accepting donations.
Okay. All right.
Aaron, I give Aaron credit. He goes back to the drawing board every day and says, how can I make this seem douchier? If people think I'm maximum douchebag potential right now, but I know there's more. There's more to squeeze out of this douche lemon that I've got here. How can I do donations? What pun could I make out of that?
Now I have him just sitting there with AI all night. Oh, tornado. It's a tornado. Oh, okay.
Guys, there's a tornado coming through.
He's gonna use that. God damn it. We're giving him things.
He was going to come in and compete. So we had a little bit of a race going on. That race is not done. People were throwing so much money at us last night. I had to up the ante.
Oh, it's so
for
weird.
Prizes on the.
You guys are so weird. Why'd you give me so much money? That's so weird and crazy of you.
Chad Buzamok Top Donations board. Whoever comes in first at the end of the week, at the end of Friday.
Come on, guys. Pony up your donations. What do you say?
Throw them a hoodie, a shirt, and a mug.
Whoa. Aaron, there's a word in there that you might want to change. You said a hoodie, shirt, or a mug, right? You're not giving them all away for the low price of $350. Aaron, don't you tell me your deals are that good that if I give $350 to $400 over the course of a week, you're going to send me a shirt, a hoodie, and a mug?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine going to, let's say, Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that? Walking up to the counter, you put on it a shirt, a hoodie, and a mug. And the young lady behind the counter says, that'll be about $375, please.
With tax.
What a fucking scam. Aaron's like, what junk around my... I will say this. It's an upgrade from Twister.
Yes. Well, he sold out of those, Mike. So he has to.
But so in Aaron's mind, people are like, oh, I have to give $200 more this week so I can get my hands on that mug. Mm-hmm. They can just buy it for less money on your website, right? Aren't these items for sale? How is this winning anything? They could buy it for less money. And Aaron's deal is, hey guys, pay triple what you would pay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll send you these items, and you
Ooh.
get to be on the Toe Nation's leaderboard.
Yeah, you're
Can
paying
we
a
call
tariff.
it? Can we
Instead
call
of a
it
tariff.
gratuities here?
That's not a bad start. I think
Okay,
we could
just
do
a
better, but
start.
it's not a bad start. Gratuities. I like it.
To throw them a hoodie, and third and fourth, I'm going to give them each a mug. That's what we're going to do. This is what the Chad Buzamok Top
Oh man!
Donations board.
So
will-
for only like $150, I get a mug. That's perfect for me because I didn't want the shirt and the hoodie anyways. I really just had my eyes on that mug. So if I give Aaron $180, I've locked up that mug. That's very exciting.
looks like.
Aaron, you have to think, first of all, take these off your website. Make them collector's items. You can't have the option for people to go buy them for cheaper. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Unless he's sending like the mug's full of money. Here's a mug full of
Yes,
$280.
inside the mug is a full refund. And that's
Numero
right.
uno. Oh, Josh Denny fan is in first at $353. Like I said, it got weird.
What's so weird about that?
I don't know, but
I mean, yeah, it is weird. How great. Yeah, I take it back. Aaron actually is right. I'm being too hard on him. It is weird that some guy gave him $353. But like, he's like, oh my God, the show got so nuts. Imagine if I was like, hey, you have to listen to Matt and Shane's secret podcast. It got fucking insane. And you're like, all right, well, I don't have a ton of time. Give me a summary. What should I be looking for? Oh, well, a bunch of people on their Patreon donate them money. Huh? Isn't that fucking weird?
Mhm.
It's like, well, no, the show is the same as always, and just people gave them money. It's not that unusual.
Well, so so people are in the chat are like, well, it's signed. Well, even if you buy a mug for $8 or
it's
it's signed
signed?
by Aaron. it
Oh, it's
can't be
worth
like-
less.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's ruined.
It's a
Oh, I
smudge
can't
on it.
wear them now.
Adam Simon is in second at $297. Flinty Gecko is in third at $270, and Gray Duckling is hanging in there at $155. So thank you.
Great
Those
duckling
people.
ketchup.
Mike, I used to give a lot more in super chats to small channels and stuff, and then I actually saw my bill one month, and I'm like, what the fuck? It adds up quick. This is
Yeah.
not what you should be
And
doing
how many
for your
fucking
people.
mugs did they send you?
None.
Those
Uh,
gutless pricks.
But you should not be letting people know how much of their monthly net is going to you. Like, let that
Boy,
be
maybe I don't
mystery.
want that information out there.
Just like, oh God,
good
325. I really have no life. Fuck. Like, poor these people.
People, their
Flinty Gecko.
contributions are ridiculously important this week, as every dime we make goes to combat steel toe derangement syndrome. And guys, I have to report from my inside sources, the disease may be worse than we.
Yeah, so Aaron is combating with the super chats and the rumble rants and all that fun stuff. The goal this week is combating steel toe derangement syndrome. Now, what's fun about that is it stands for STDs. And some people, like Patrick Melton, have Aaron Imholte derangement syndrome, which Aaron has deemed full-blown AIDS. I do have to give it to him. As a man that likes wordplay, that's actually not bad. Like the fact that his name, the fact that he was able to line it up with AIDS, that's pretty good. Once, maybe 2 or 3 times. Aaron has spent the entire week making this joke, and boy, does he fucking we got it, Aaron. The acronyms are STDs and AIDS. We get it.
Uh-huh.
First of all,
Like
I don't know what the difference is between steel toe and Aaron Imholte. I kind of thought they were the same entity. But if you have one, you have Aaron Imholte derangement syndrome. If you have the other, it's steel toe. That's very different, apparently. But boy, did I hear this joke a lot, and I only watched this episode. So throughout the week, it must have been just nauseating to hear this that often.
Mike, when you got a stallion, you got to ride the hell out of it, you know? Just into the
guess.
dirt till it can't live any longer. Rolling
what
with the
I do.
punches.
I don't remember any jokes I made earlier in this program. Could you imagine if I just kept repeating them for the next 3 hours?
I would think you like have a brain issue.
It'd be mind-numbing.
Get him to the hospital. Rolling with punches is this next one.
Oh yeah, so Aaron is a guy who just goes with the flow, brother. And I'll tell you, the guys who are really angry are the guys that make fun of Aaron. I guess like us, he's never named us, but I assume we're in that category of guys that watch Aaron and are just like, oh, he's doing so well. I hate it. So that's guys like Carl and Patrick Melton, Tukey, Moody, and I assume I fit into that category as well. So maybe I can take some advice from Aaron here as to how you just go with the flow, brother.
I'm more of an STDs guy over the AIDS.
Cocktiff says bad audio cutting in and out, and a bunch of pedos on YouTube. Yeah, they do that from time. That's another sign of steel-toed derangement syndrome. It's pretty bad. I
like when Aaron makes himself laugh. He's like, I am such a little ragamuffin. I am so adorable, aren't I?
He used to have a wife he made laugh. Not that.
tells me that they really don't like this steel-toed derangement syndrome bit. So, guys, whatever you do, stop picking on them, please. Poe says, come on, chat. We know there are Band-Aids on them pepperonis. Number one, that is a cheap trick for you to get me to show my nipples. And number two, no, there are not.
Hold on.
What?
Imagine yelling that. You just want me to show my nipples.
So neighbors walking by with their dog at the window. That's like, what the fuck's going on in there?
Oh, pepperonis.
What a prideful life Aaron leads.
And number three, they're not pepperonis.
You showed them, Aaron.
Oh,
Whoa.
man. Poe says it was fun when you rolled with the. Not only am I rolling with the punches, I'm shoulder rolling and just smashing it with right hands.
Oh
so
man,
Poe, you gotta love it. Gotta love it, baby. I've even
I
been.
will say, as I mentioned, I was on WATP yesterday. Carl did seem a little woozy, and I couldn't figure out why. He's like, Mike, I know you don't see well, but are you seeing these stars right now? And I said, no. I didn't realize he probably has a concussion from being bashed over the head with steel-toe derangement syndrome.
Just do it.
I can't imagine. Carl here? I can't imagine, like, if someone said, hey, guys, say in the comments right now if you'd like. Electra will read it. Okay. If someone tells me that I have steel-toe derangement syndrome, I can't imagine my reaction being, oh, stop it! You knock it off! Stop saying that! And I don't necessarily watch all these shows that comment on Aaron, but I got to tell you, if those exist, point me in that direction. Let me know where I can find them, because I would also cover the people that are like, stop saying I'm obsessed with Aaron. It makes me so mad. I'd love to cover that guy. It'll give me a break from covering Aaron. I'd love to cover the guy that reads a comment where it's like, hey, you have STDs. And they go, no, I do not.
Yeah,
I've
Hamilton
never heard
Burger says Blind Mike has STDs.
Hey, you stop it right now, Hamilton Burger. I know where you live, and I'm going to find you.
Hey, any burgeoning YouTuber out there, get on now and start doing this to Aaron, and we'll cover you. Blind Mike's looking for a guy.
I will, because I don't think it exists.
No,
I've listened to enough of This Little Piggy. I've been on a couple times. They talk about Aaron to a level that I necessarily wouldn't, but I've never heard them go, oh, God, he really owned us. Oh, it makes me so furious when he says I've got AIDS. I hate it so much. I've never heard these guys be angry about it.
No, it's all like Dylan from Somewhere show where they just have fun. Aaron's fun to make fun of. And so it's like a fun hang to get around and make fun of him. Yeah. No one has this. No one has what Aaron says people have.
Aaron, we'll do it together. Show me the clips of these guys like freaking out over you saying, hey, you have STDs, and them blowing a fucking gasket. We could do it together. Well, I'll go on your show and help you make fun of these assholes. Whatever you want. I'd love to make fun of that. I've just never found it in the wild.
Mm-hmm. We are anti-AIDS, Aaron.
Yes, we're trying to help you correct it. See how funny that is? The 40th time you've heard it?
Yes. Dude, it's been fun.
All right, The Dream is up next.
It seems like Aaron's having a lot of fun. Let's hear about the dream.
Doorman says, show the nips for tips, titty boy.
These are all different points in the show, by the way. Like, it's just,
Jingles.
I dream of a day when my fans send me money because they like me. I dream of a day where my fans go, here's some money, Aaron. I enjoy the show you do. I dream of a day when someone throws $70 at me and knocks out half the goal in the first 15 minutes of the
like
show.
Martin Luther King himself. I got an idea, Aaron, where you could just do a show. Don't stop every 8 minutes to go, I don't have pepperoni nipples. Stop combating that. Like, I don't look at the fucking comments. We read the super chats between segments. If they all became that, I probably wouldn't read them anymore because they'd get in the way of the show. Do a show, Aaron. Like, and that your dreams will all come true. I like that Aaron's like, my greatest dream is that I do a show where I don't have to read mean comments about me. Do it. You're capable of that.
And in his dream, his goal only gets cut in half. Expand your dreams a little.
But Aaron is ruled by, he's like this fake macho guy, and Aaron is ruled by the people that if he stopped reading, well, he couldn't. His whole business model is reading the chat. But like, if he just did a show and didn't read the comments, he is ruled by the people that would be like, see, Aaron's afraid of us. And Aaron wouldn't be able to help himself. He'd have to, no, I'm not. Look, I'll read them. And it's like, Aaron, fucking, people say nasty things about Theo Vaughn. He doesn't sit there for 2 hours and read the comments, you know?
No.
You got to get over it at some point.
Yeah, come on, mate.
And it
I'm sure
doesn't
someone
come
has
with-
accused Tim Dillon of having pepperoni nipples. But the man is otherwise successful. Somehow he's overcome that.
You get beyond it. You get
Yes.
past the Reddit trolls, hopefully.
the message, titty boy. That's all.
Ain't I cute?
I got to be honest, I don't know if I would have made it past the Reddit trolls if you didn't have examples out here doing it, like Carl, you, other people. Like, there are people out here can just do a show, have fun. Oh, trolls, who cares? Like, you have to have an example. And I don't think this guy had an example. He was out there on his own, and that's why he just loves chat. Can't get away from chat.
It's an obsession with chat. He reads the free chat all the time, which, like, I don't have a problem if there's a funny thing in the chat, you should absolutely read it. But if it adds to the show, you don't have to read like, hey, Dang Lizard says we started 3 minutes late today. Like, you don't have to read that. It doesn't add to the show at all. So Aaron stops his show every 6 minutes and is like, I do not have pepperoni nipples.
Well, and you train your audience, right? So he's trained his audience that the banal should be talked about and his nipples should be talked about. You trained your audience, like, contribute something, we might throw it up. So it really has to do with, like...
Hold on a second. Box Eating Dad called us all gay, and I need to address this. I am not gay. I will fuck my girlfriend in front of you, Box Eating Dad. I'm anything but gay.
That's right.
Can we pay-per-view that, please? All right.
I just would rather, it. Hey, Aaron, good job. Hey, Aaron, you're doing great. Hey, Aaron, enjoying the hell. Somebody threw $5 at us yesterday and quoted an actual line that I said and said it made them laugh really hard. I
This
appreciated
is tough to
that.
watch.
And don't get
Ouch.
me wrong, I appreciate $70. But when it comes with shake them nips titty boy attached to it, it takes a psychological toll. Okay?
He does the cutesy where, like,
Yeah.
oh my god, we're all just having fun with each other. Isn't it cute how well I'm taking this? Isn't that adorable? How awesome I'm rolling with the punches? But he's saying the real part, and that's like, why aren't you guys paying me and telling me how great I am? I'll tell you why, Aaron. That would be psychotic. If every caller to the Howard Stern show was like, hey, Howard, I'm really enjoying the program today. I'm just going to wire you $40. I got nothing to add. I don't want to make any jokes or nothing. I just want to say what a great job you're doing. Here's 40, all right? I'll call back next week with $50 if that's cool. It would be an insane way to do a show just reading compliments. You should only read the ones that make fun of you because those would be the closest to adding something to the program.
Yeah. And they're giving you $70. Listen, bring your $70 over to HACKRIDE Studio. We'll talk about DJ Electra's nipples all day long. I mean, come on. Why?
Right.
It's money.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
We'll do that anyway.
for free.
Yeah.
MSO writes, keep dreaming. Approachable says, no, fuck that. Dance, monkey boy.
MSO, you dirty rat. He's always
MSO
looming.
I'm convinced MSO is he trained a Chat GPT bot to be his enemy. This is not a real thing.
No wonder he's evil. The AI is already taking over the world.
Yeah.
He's evil.
Dinosaur.
You could do that, by the way. You could make exactly what I said you could do, and it could put things up on your screen that were against you.
Look at these maniacs and the ideas.
Or if you'll change your shirt might help. Why do my fans treat me like I'm some kind of chick? Like they're ogling me. I feel sexually harassed.
Well, it's tough.
Sense
tough
of humor.
As
is
the
next
great
one.
Rob Stahl said. Sense of humor. Okay, this is where you're going to hear, again, Carl seemed so beaten down when I was talking to him yesterday. And I said, Carl, lighten up, man. Why can't you be more like Aaron? Like, Aaron just seems like a fun time where you're always like, oh, Aaron, Mike's on the show. I guess we'll talk about stuff, even though I have AIDS and STDs. I guess I'm just a fucking loser now. And I was like, stop it, you mope. Be more like Aaron. So Aaron's going to teach guys like Carl how to do that.
Holds on to InfoWars. Kyle with 199 says, gynomastia is a pain in the butt.
He doesn't know what that is.
I'm one of
Every
the
reaction is the same. Like, oh, come on, guys. I love when you razz me. Like, every action is exactly the same, where he's like, he'll start reading and he says, gynecomastia is a pain in the, he kind of trails off at the end there. And he's like, you guys are such scamps. I can't believe you guys give me the business like this. We're all having a good time.
Sounds like your aunt who's smoking a cigarette.
This guy.
There is very like tipsy aunt at Christmas vibes. That's what Aaron is. Where he's like, we're all having fun, right? And everyone's like, oh, kind of just you, but glad you're enjoying yourself.
Whole podcast thing. I don't know where this. You know what it is? I have a sense of humor about it, and others get really mad and triggered and yelly about it. So I'm the most fun one to come to.
I don't watch Patrick Melton's show all the time. I assume if he got that angry every time someone called him fat or a hunchback, he would have blown his brains out by now, right?
Yes.
Isn't that all people say to him? Like, hey, you're fat. I think he
Worse,
takes it fine. They call him a pedophile. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's taking it somewhat in stride. Could he handle it better? I'm sure. I don't watch enough. Maybe he could. But like, are they handling it so badly that Aaron is like the pinnacle of how you handle getting made fun of, and all these guys are seething, as it would be. I wish I could be Aaron, but I'm so angry about the comments.
Josie in the chat says Aaron has teacher energy. I would add one thing. He has substitute teacher energy. He's really trying to impress the new class.
He's going to make learning fun. That's what Aaron's
Creepy. Creepy teacher energy, too.
Yeah. He's dropping a lot of pens in front of the 14-year-old girls, having them pick him up. Just saying. You know,
I got to say, we're pretty lucky because I make fun of Aaron pretty often. And I haven't had all these trolls in the chat accusing me of being riddled with AIDS. So I've gotten off pretty easy because who knows what I'd do? Oh, I'd get so mad if someone said that to me. So I consider myself pretty lucky that I haven't dealt with what these guys have had to deal with.
Got a new nickname for you, Mike. AZT Mike. What do you think? Like?
You stop it! No, that's not funny. Electra, stop laughing. Knock it off. Back to Aaron. You don't make fun of me here. That's
funny.
mean.
Mussolini Diff with $2.
Mussolini Diff is my favorite chatter.
So many good chatters.
But yeah,
This one is called-
it's so delusional to be like, they're all handling it so poorly, and I'm handling it so well.
Yes. This one's called Having Fun. Jaron always has.
Having a good time.
Get married, have children, develop a purpose. That's, by the way, our studies have also found that having a family and a life not only leads you away from steel-toe derangement syndrome, it seems to be the vaccine.
We got it.
It also makes you more likely
We got
to
it.
be a
The
steel-toe
letters
fan.
fit. It's STDs. We get it, Aaron. It's been a week of this. We understand. The letters fit perfectly. You nailed the joke. It's pretty good. I appreciate the joke. Let it sit. And then we, our own, can go, hey, Aaron had a pretty good snipe at them. He said they've got STDs. That's kind of funny, right? We get to say that. You don't have to fucking drill it into our brains. Here's another symptom of steel-toe derangement syndrome. We got it. It's exhausting.
Well, this is where, like, musicians are different because every night it's Hotel California from the Eagles, baby. So for Aaron, maybe it's like every day it's the same thing.
I like the idea of Aaron getting on the stage. You know what they've got, folks? And the crowd yells, STDs!
STDs.
And because you're a real human being with full development. So that is another thing we've been learning. So again, thank you guys very much for your contributions. JS has really bad steel-toe derangement syndrome. He's had it all week. And by the way, I hate to break character, but we've been very tongue-in-cheek and very funny about steel-toe.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but I'm being so cute with it.
Break character.
I hate to break character, but look how cute I'm being, everybody. Like, Aaron wants a pat on the head. He has to break character so we can all go, very good, Aaron. That was really funny.
So derangement syndrome. JS treats it seriously, like we're accusing him of having like smallpox or something. He's like, Aaron is the kid in school getting beat up and having his lunch money taken every day, then yelling, you guys do this because you're obsessed with me.
Hold on. Why are you giving that guy the angry voice? He's actually kind of making a decent point. Like, all these guys are making fun of you, and Aaron is saying, you're all making fun of me because you've got STDs. And you expect us to go, that is so charming, Aaron. Okay, we've switched to your side. We like you now. We don't like any of these guys. It's like we were talking about earlier with John, where it's like, I think Aaron thinks one by one he's converting Melton fans and Tukey fans and WATP fans. He's winning them all over. And slowly they're going, I want more AIDS jokes. That's pretty good. Why doesn't Carl do anything like that? I was on for 2 hours yesterday. Carl didn't have one fucking acronym joke. And that's why I said I had other plans. I said I got to get out of here at 4. I was lying. I gave him 2 hours. I said, if there are no acronym jokes, I'm walking.
Yep. Disappointing.
He didn't give you a WAP, a wood-ass paneling? That would have been a good acronym.
That's fun.
Terrible analogy because I'm the one kicking you in the nuts every day and you come here early in the morning to yell at me your feelings.
Oh, my nuts. My nuts have been kicked because Aaron made a funny quip.
This guy needs to get laid, I think, what's going on with Aaron.
He talks about Slam Piece. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Say that you're probably the bullied kid, but at the same time, you do understand the psychology around bullying, right? It's people hiding big-time psychological damage. So I hate to show you this, JS, but that
Hold on. Aaron wins either way. It's crazy how that works out like that. Whether Aaron is the bully or the victim, he's winning. That's amazing. How has he figured that out?
That's narcissism, Mike.
No. He's made it work so that all these people are losing no matter what happens. That's pretty impressive.
It's literally always a win for the toe. Always.
It is. I'm impressed by it. I wish I could do that.
It's kind of a self-own. Sorry about that, pal. I do love
that. I like that vaudeville kind of a cell phone. Anyways. Have you seen this? You heard about this?
He worked the cat skills with this one.
When they try to come back because them not being very intelligent, it's very easy to just sidestep them. They run their own dumb heads into a brick wall. It's fun to watch.
Aaron is like a bullfighter.
Mike, there's a war brewing.
Oh, no. Oh, don't tell me.
Thank you, Gray Duckling. Creating a little distance between you and Doorman.
Oh, no.
Doorman is at 155. Gray Duckling is at 165.
Whoa, hold on.
Holy shit.
Those two numbers are pretty close.
Very.
I hope. Oh, God. I'm remembering Oppenheimer. I'm remembering what Oppenheimer said about the nuclear bomb. I think this could get pretty ugly if these two don't resolve their tensions.
They're battling it out for 4th place. Does Adam Simon make a move on numero uno? Because numero uno's big on Rumble Friday, so he might make a move there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Numero uno, his impact is felt on Rumble Fridays. We all know that. This episode was from Thursday. You can't expect numero uno to come in on a Thursday. Like, he shows up to play on Friday. Thursday is kind of his off day, you know?
They're fighting to get on the medal stand. Number 4.
It's like when they have NFL games on a Saturday. You're like, this isn't right. Like, they haven't had enough time to recover.
Aaron, can I suggest the BCS system? Just the top 2 teams. That's all you need. You don't need a 12-team playoff. It really.
Yeah, who in their right mind is like, I need to overtake Gray Duck. Here's $200. I need that mug. Just go buy the mug for $20.
And you're 400 behind number 1. Just go buy the $8 mug.
Is Aaron? I'd hate to be wrong about this. Is Aaron no longer selling that merch on his website?
Oh,
he
he's
must
got
be,
to
right?
No, there's.
So what is the incentive for someone giving $100 to overtake Gray Duckling?
Mike, it's signed.
Buy the mug and write Aaron Imholte on it. Yeah. You're not going to bring it to a collector who puts on his fucking glass. Wait a second. I'm friends with a steel toe expert. I'm going to bring him in to examine this signature. It's going to sit on my shelf for 6 months. I don't know if there's a market for it.
I'm just picturing that goddamn pawn shop with this all going on, and Patrick Melton walks in as the expert. All right, let me take a look at this. Let me see this signature.
No, Aaron doesn't make his A's like that. He goes with the. He doesn't make the cursive A.
I have a full room of these signatures. 2 seconds, I'll spot it.
Adam Simon is only $56 away. Flinty Gecko is only $83 away from numero uno.
Hey, Flinty Gecko, just give $83. And you'll get a shirt along with your mug. Why not?
Which I will write on your shirt. Which also doesn't make sense. Why would you autograph a shirt?
A war yet?
All right, just teasing.
I don't like this. When Trump is out there talking about the Gaza Strip and all this stuff. I don't like so much war talk. What scares me even more about the future is the idea of Flinty Gecko and Gray Duckling going at it. That's got combustible written all over it.
Nuclear war has started.
Sorry, what is this one?
Just teasing.
Oh, listen, Aaron's just having a good time just like us. He's just a guy hanging out.
Although,
but we got a lady. He doesn't.
When you're triggered as fuck that someone's daughter made them a shirt and that makes you angry.
Oh,
you're mad
God.
that a guy.
It was real. I hate to keep bringing up Carl yesterday, but I was just on the show. It was fucking annoying, and I assume Lucy and producer Chris were kind of rolling their eyes, but they're probably used to it at this point. They just go with it. When Carl was like, "God damn it! Why is Aaron teasing me so much? This guy is always teasing me, and I hate it."
Still going to his little hobby payment gig to teach people how to box today. Maybe I can't find you a cure.
Oh,
there
Aaron's
might be a
boxing
cure.
career is infuriating me again.
By the way, unboxing Aaron. I see what you did there, Carl. at 2.
Might be a rope. I don't know. No, I mean like a jump rope, athletic activity. It might help you.
Oh, Aaron's telling people to hang themselves. That's nice.
Guys, don't get mad.
Seems like a guy who's just having a good time, telling people to off themselves. Seems like a guy who's just having fun with it.
Here's how you tie the knot.
Don't just calm down. Do you see us all having a good time?
Brooks was here.
Take it in the nature it's intended. You're just being teased. I do find it funny
when he looks into getting Patrick Melton locked up for pedophilia. It's just Aaron having a good time. He's just messing around. When these things get to the angle of litigation, that's just a guy having fun, you know?
Yeah. That's just a guy opening his wallet, giving a lawyer $5,000. No big.
Just having just cool breeze in his hair, that crisp summer air. He's just a guy hanging out and having fun.
What's a retainer amongst friends?
Exactly.
All,
Exactly.
People can be like, I want to destroy his life. I want to destroy everyone around him. And then we giggle at you and you go, how fucking dare they? Guys, have you ever heard the words high strung? Bring it down for us.
Aaron, I'm begging you. I know those guys say, Aaron, play the clip all the time. They're like, what's the example of this? Aaron, you don't have to. I'll strike a deal with you. I'm willing to work with you, unlike these bastards. Send it to me, and I'll play it and make fun of them. You don't have to get your hands dirty. I would love to make fun of these guys for going, oh, I hate that Aaron boxes. I hate it so much that he has a hobby. I'd love to make fun of that video. So please send it to me. You don't have to do it if you're uncomfortable with it, whatever. If you want to stay above that, I'll get down and dirty for you, Aaron. I would love to make fun of these assholes. I just can't for the life of me. And I've been looking. I can't find the video of them going, oh, that dastardly Aaron has got us again.
It doesn't exist, Mike. That's why. We could make it, though.
I'm going to continue looking.
Some AI clips coming your way. This one's called Coping.
Yeah, they've all obviously been coping. And that, to be clear, this title is titled Coping. I'm talking about all the guys who make fun of Aaron. They're coping. That's not exactly what Aaron is doing in this clip. Just to be clear, I know that could be confusing because we labeled it coping. We're referring to the people that Aaron is talking about, not Aaron's explanation of those people.
Gotcha.
I have the ability that, and again, this is in my studies of steel-toe derangement syndrome. A lot of people don't have the ability to admit that getting up early in the morning to watch this show means you're a fan. It means you enjoy it. They have to come up with these copes. They have to lie to themselves. They're not fooling me. I just watch it to laugh at you. Well, what do you think my OGs do? They watch it to laugh at me. It's a comedy show. We're not taking ourselves seriously. So if you're watching it to laugh at me,
there might be a little coping there. But overall, this is what I was just saying. I was on with the Unrelated Show boys yesterday, and they asked me about Brendan Schaub. And I said, I got to admit, I am a Brendan. It would be crazy of me to say I hate Brendan Schaub when he's brought me so much enjoyment. Like, I am technically a fan. I don't enjoy him in the way that he probably wants people to, but that's just how I enjoy it. Like, I'm amused by him. So Aaron is right. Like, I would say, you know what? Aaron might be onto something. It actually does pain me to say this. In a way, like, I'm a fan of the Steel Toe show. I don't get the enjoyment that he wants me to get out of it, but I'm enjoying this. So Aaron is right, but there's no one really refuting it. Like, no one's like, shut up, Aaron. Stop saying I'm a fan. Like, no one really gives a fuck. So this is a straw man argument he is posing, but he still has to pepper in things that make him wrong. I apologize for my voice today, by the way, but I'm getting through it. But he has to pepper in these little things. He's like, people laugh because I'm funny. It's like, oh, no, you were almost there. Like, what he should say is like, whether you're laughing at the show, whether you're laughing with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Like, it all counts the same at the end of the day. I'm still getting those views. You guys are getting something out of this show. That's true, and I would say that. Like, if you guys hate this show, but you watch every week, that's terrific. Like, that's perfectly okay. You're allowed to do that. Aaron has to pepper in, but they're really enjoying it because I'm so brilliant. It's like, well, leave that part out, maybe.
You're a fan of the show and what we're trying to do. Congratulations. No, I'm just watching you.
Well, let's flush that out to the end. Blind Mike, you said you're a Steel Toe fan with some caveats. Are you a Stuttering John fan?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
But again, I don't.
You've done something here today.
None of these people have like good qualities.
No, horrible monsters.
Fan is just short for fanatic. Like people I avidly follow, and I do follow them. I'm not like, oh, they're role models for my children someday.
Yes.
But I do enjoy watching them, yeah.
That's honest, and I agree. I'm the same way. I hate watch more than I love watch things. So yeah.
Downfall. Well, we're not downfalling. So that's a lie. That's cope, as they say. Cap and cope. Cap and cope. Capicola. Capicopola.
What's happening?
Is another sign of steel-toe derangement syndrome. It would be a lot easier if you could just admit and be honest with yourself. You wouldn't.
The hair dye got to the brain. Now he's back.
Be so hostile and angry all the time that you just love what we do. You're a fan. I'll give you an example. The View. Wouldn't I look like a fucking asshole if I sat here every day and went, I hate The View. I just watch it because I hate him so much and blah, blah, blah. That would be cope. That would be bullshit. I watch.
I
The
will
View
say,
because
Aaron kind of does say that when he's not cornered himself into this. He calls them idiots and things. But like, this is kind of what I just said. I'm agreeing with Aaron here. It's amazing to agree with a man who isn't getting the point that he's making. That's what's fascinating about this.
Yeah, and then I saw in here, Connie Lynn Gass says fans of toe are called fats or fatties. So congratulations, Mike.
It applies.
You're a little fatty.
entertains me. I watch clips of The View because it makes me laugh. I get a kick out of it. I'm a fan. I don't like what they say. I don't agree with what they say, but the way in which it's presented is very entertaining. Same thing with Joy Reid. I watch clips of, if I thought Joy Reid sucked and I thought she was terrible, I would skip right past by Joy Reid clips. But I watch Joy Reid clips.
No, you do think she's... this is where he gets a little delusional. No, you do think she's terrible. This is where he's wrong. It's like, if I think they've ever done anything bad, I wouldn't watch it. No. Now you're being disingenuous. You're only watching Joy Reid and The View so you can laugh at them. This is where Aaron is getting confused in his own analogy. He's like, no, I actually really respect Joy Reid. It's like, well, no. You were almost there. You were so close to having an honest moment. And then he's like, no, I actually have a great deal of respect for these people. It's like, oh, okay. You missed it.
Why? Because her personality is engaging. It gets me responding to her. No, I am a fan of Joy Reid. I think her takes are stupid. I think she's got horrible positions. I think she's wrong about everything. But I cannot sit here and be a phony, because then I would have Joy Reid derangement syndrome or Jerds.
Well, yeah, God forbid. I wouldn't want Jerds. But yes, that's why I watch it, because you're a fool. You're a dope, and I'm a fan of it. Yes, you nailed it. It doesn't mean I respect you necessarily. That seems a little drastic. But yes, to laugh at you, we are a fan of that. And that's why we watch so much. So he's so close. Like he's growing an understanding of this, I think. I think he's getting there.
He's evolving right in front of us.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely won't take 10 steps back next week. There's no chance.
No, like he's grow the thumb. He just doesn't know how to use it yet. So he's like, it's there, but he just doesn't know how to grip anything yet.
Right.
To be able to admit when you're a fan of something, that's why you're so angry when you're typing all the time.
Damn it.
It's you holding back and tensing up because you can't admit you love the thing you love.
Who's angry? Who is angry? Who are these angry people? The angry aspect is Aaron in his head. And this is a thing I realized a long time ago as well. Where, like, yes, if you read every tweet or every comment on YouTube, if you read it like this, then they're all going to seem angry. Hey, Mike, hope you have a great day today. Oh, no. He's probably being sarcastic. This fucking asshole. Yeah, if you clench your teeth and read comments in that voice, they're all going to sound angry. No one's angry, man. And the people that are assholes that you shouldn't acknowledge. But, like, the people that make fun of you are kind of just having a good time, like you claim you're doing. It's weird that he's so close to connecting all these dots, where he's like, hey, I make fun of The View, but I'm a fan of it. I enjoy doing that. I'm not angry about it. They make fun of me. Shit, I can't quite work this analogy without saying they're not that bad of guys.
It's just a math problem missing one integer.
Yes,
it's just
one
integer off.
Yeah.
But that one integer changes the whole goddamn formula.
Yes, completely.
Perfect week is the next one.
Well, this is exciting. Unfortunately, we have no goal to follow this week because it was what we just heard was a man celebrating perfection.
The LOL makes me nervous. Ben with $15 over on PayPal. Hey, steel-toed derangement syndrome, you knew this was going to happen today anyway.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
By the way, Steel-Toe's been killing it lately. We've been on an uptick big time. Year over year, we're up 190 people.
What a strange... Why is he giving, like, an earnings report on Steel-Toe?
Right after the most random WWE clip because someone paid him money. Like, yes, that whole segment right there is very
What's your EBITDA, Aaron? What's your...
190 people at a time on our live streams. It's been fucking insane. Also kind of an own to the people who said, once the drama dies down, it's all going to go back to where it was. Sorry, kids. Sorry about that one.
Oh man, he's owning all of us.
Mm-hmm. My STDs are flaring up on that one.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's important to remember you're living with the disease and not dying from it.
It's manageable, but you gotta think of it every day. A pill a day keeps the STD away.
But also, thank you very much. We haven't had to rattle the cans at all this. I think Monday morning was the only morning. Otherwise, you guys have just been throwing it in, no begging, no nothing. I can see why we've been triggering the steel-toed derangement syndrome this week.
It's weird. How have I had so many clips to play on a perfect week? It's crazy. This man has been perfection this week, and yet I've still found a way to make fun of him. It's wild.
The final one here.
I guess it's because I'm so angry.
It is. You're angry.
You probably hear it in my voice.
I hear congestion.
There it is. The snarl. That was it.
And I can't wait to hear this one. Final one. Woke dad moment.
Oh well, this is. I don't know. You guys tell me because I'm riddled with STDs. I don't know if you've heard that joke before, but I've got STDs up to my eyeballs. So you guys tell me if this sounds legitimate to you or not.
My mom was telling me, she's like, your daughter made a very nice, she made very nice Valentine's Day cards for everyone. And she always does. She always makes really nice, like, little art projects and things like that for holidays and Father's Day and stuff like that. Hey, you know the pun she came up with? You're for Father's Day, you're the best dad by par. And it was a golf
sense of humor runs in the family.
You get it?
She called you average dad. You're par dad. Wow. She didn't say you're a birdie or an eagle dad or
That's a good point.
Not a bogey dad, but you're not an eagle dad. Just saying.
You get the pun? Deep shit. So
deep shit. Deep. Yeah, no, it took me a few hours to figure that one out.
Man, a Tool album would blow this fucker's mind if that's deep. My God. Deep shit.
She made cards. My mom said, she made Valentine's Day cards. She's very excited about them. And I said, what do you mean Valentine's Day cards? She said, well, she made one for you. She made one for, she doesn't say SP, but she said for SP. And
she made one for the girl you're fucking.
The caddy. We'll call her the caddy.
She made one for the slam piece that you're shoving your cock in. That's what my mommy said about these.
She must be more than a slam piece if the kids have met her. So
that's it's wildly disrespectful, Electra.
No,
but we've moved past
Electra,
that.
we've learned that this man will bring anyone around his kids, and then
that's true.
Possible cocaine on their heads.
That's right.
These kids, for anyone that doesn't know. These kids, when April was brought into their lives, Aaron proposed to April by using the kids, who gave her a note that said, "Will you be our forever mommy?"
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh no, he didn't.
Right. What's wrong with that?
I might throw up right
now. Well, forever is like 3 or 4 years. That's not mission accomplished.
The note should have been, before I hit puberty, would you fuck my dad?
She agreed to be their forever mommy and served her tenure. It's like presidential terms. She did 4 years, and then we elected a new mommy.
It's a SEAL service. She's a military.
So Aaron, there's a new regime, a new administration has taken office. And Aaron probably learned his lesson. He said, hey, that's a lot to put on kids, who, by the way, their real mother is alive and they spend most of their time with. So it's a lot to put on kids, making someone replace the mother that hasn't left their lives. But, April's old news. So let's see how they deal with. Oh, I forgot to add this part of the story. So Forever Mommy leaves. You might be thinking, was that 20, 30 years ago? No, less than a calendar year. It was last April, I believe, ironically.
April left in April?
Yes, I believe so, if I'm remembering correctly. So Forever Mommy leaves in April. Aaron meets this new slam piece, I don't know, days later, and already she is the new woman in their lives. But I'm sure they handle it in a very rational, calm, steady-handed manner.
Another person. And I was like, oh, that's very sweet. And my mom was like, she was kind of like voice cracking and whatever. And she goes, yeah, the one
Voice
she
cracking.
made for,
Hold on.
again, I'll say,
I didn't catch that the first time. Is the mother weeping over this?
Does she have AIDS?
The girls made a card for the young lady you're fucking. And my God, was it beautiful. It's another golf pun.
They put a bunch of condoms in it. Don't know why, Aaron.
Hey, you're the whole dad shooting in. a lovely card.
They don't want to split that toe fortune with any new babies.
mom was like, she was kind of like voice cracking and whatever. And she goes, yeah, the one she made for, again, I'll say SP. My mom doesn't say SP, but she goes, the one she made for SP says something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing now. She said, thank you so much for making my dad happy again. And I was like, there's just some.
No, I want to explain something. Because Aaron is the kind of guy that if he hears this clip, he's going to say, look at them. They're laughing at a child. No, we're laughing at the father that clearly made this up. Or you've damaged these kids so much that every woman they meet, they're putting the weight of motherhood on them.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for making my father. And by the way, his daughter's like 10 or something like that. My parents got divorced around the same age, and it obviously had an effect on me that I found out about later in therapy. But at the time, it wasn't so obvious to me that I, wrote in my journal, boy, Dad looks really bummed out today. I hope a woman can make him happy again. Like, you're not supposed to be having those thoughts at 10, 11 years old. But Aaron has put this on his kids so much. He made them feel it so heavily that they're like, boy, Dad's been a real fucking grouch. Thanks for making him not as angry all the time.
He made a little prison for the ladies out of his children. So if they escape, they have to run over the children to get out. That's essentially what he's done.
Hey, Dad let us see him being a depressed cunt for a while. Thanks for changing that.
You ever see the movie Dead Zone? Martin Sheen's character holding up the baby at the end. That's sort of what's going on here.
Raising now. She said, thank you so much for making my dad happy again.
Oh my God.
And I was like, there's some shit kids do that, like, you think of your kids and you just always think of them as just these little things just running around. You don't think of them as like growing, and you always have.
That's honest.
Hold on. I'm not a parent. But I imagine if I had kids, I could put myself in the situation of, well, these kids will be adults one day. I wouldn't be, these fucking things are running around. They probably don't have a thought rattling around in their heads.
You got to feed these things. Ugh.
Feed what? These empty vessels?
Yes.
Nah, they're probably fine. They're definitely not thinking about anything. They're definitely not seeing me in the fetal position, weeping about April, and internalizing that in any way. There's no chance of that happening.
Yeah, there's a poll waiting for one of Aaron's kids. That's for sure.
You know how usually you figure, they're just kids. I can bring them into a drug den and swing with another couple high on coke and Molly. That won't be a problem. And it turns out that actually has an impact on kids. When you come out of your fuck dungeon to make them SpaghettiOs, believe it or not, they notice things like that. Most people probably don't realize that, but me as a father, I'm able to understand that.
Can we interview these kids? That would be amazing.
Have this idea of your children as the little kids running around the house, So when you find out they do something, like really fucking adorable and kind of like evolved.
Oh my God, you're human beings. I thought of you as burdens that I had to bring to my sex parties. But you have thoughts and feelings.
They were my little burdens.
Oh, you've taught me so much. Like you have cognitive abilities.
Might be the greatest line you've ever fucking said.
See them, where you see them, it kind of hits you from out of nowhere, and it's very, very touching. And I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely happened. and it
That's
was
like,
definitely very
It will definitely not be painful when these kids are again left by another woman. You just set them
no,
up.
meeting a new mommy every few years is not that big a deal. Luckily, both my parents met the first people I was introduced to that they dated. They've each been with for a quarter century now, like most of my life. So I don't know what it's like to have a parent with a rotating slew of of dates coming in and out. I imagine that is difficult. Compound that with this father saying, "This is your mommy now. This person is now the most important person in your life. Forget the old one. she's a pig drug addict. Don't even think of her name anymore. Fuck her."
Kids, it's up to you. Make this one happen. It's your responsibility.
You know, Ashley, my mother, other people, they're just like, yeah, they always, it's kind of gay. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. They're like, I've never seen the kids happier." And you're just like, God damn, that means, like, people can
That
say.
is gay of you. It's so gay of you to be a father. Oh, your kids care about you? Homo.
I was sitting there with my dying dad, and I'm like, "I love you, Dad." And he goes, "Gay."
You fucking queer.
You know, like, "Oh, you've grown so much," or, "Oh, you've done so much better," and you'll go like, yeah, whatever. But when
Shut
they
up, you
when
dumb
they put it
bitches.
in,
But when they make a golf pun about it, that's when it really hits home.
in the terms of your children, and then when they put it in the terms of, like, what your children say about you and things like that, it just,
Dear Dad, we've forgotten that old sand trap that Nick Ricada took.
Kids say the darndest things, Mike.
it just weighs a little more. It just means a little more.
Well, that's very. It's
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Krager's did it.